What's going on, everybody? We got two knots on a log over here not doing a damn thing. He didn't even want to record a YouTube video, which, I mean, this may be a little
boring,
uneventful, but I do want to give a shout out to my buddy Bo Fletcher. He tagged me in FFP Customs trunk hinges, and you know, with racing, how it always goes, you're always looking for the next mod, figure out what to do, and always second guessing your setups. But he tagged me in a video. It's pretty funny. I'll clip it in here.
You are not alone. People all over the world have been searching for ways. Are you lifting it up only for it to fall down? Stop being down when there's finally something to help you keep it up. Is she not impressed that it won't stay up on its own? Let's take that lonely walk to the prop rod and turn it into an effortless movement of pure satisfaction. Does it fall on you when you need it most? We'll look no further than FFP Customs. Don't let the loss of torsion spring or torsion spring dysfunction keep you from keeping it up. Do not use this product if you do not own a 1979 and 93 Mustang Coupe. Side effects may include, but not limited to, lots of attention, excessive trunk opening, grocery runs, request to borrow your car theft, blindness from all the bling, increase in blood pressure from too much excitement.
But he sent me this, which is the trunk hinges and the shocks for a Mustang Coupe. So we can get those thrown on there. So shout out to Bo Fletcher. He's probably one of my biggest supporters out there. Met him at Hail Mary Derby a few years ago, and we kind of kicked it off then, and been pretty good friends ever since. He doesn't live around here. We just stay in touch with Facebook Messenger, but he's a solid dude. So shout out to him for sure. And Ryan with FFP Customs, cool dude also. He sent us both a shirt, and you know, good quality products, look good. So we're gonna get these thrown on here. Shouldn't take too long. And then Zach brought a battery over, and we're gonna somehow just rig it up on this thing so we can pull it out and let the car warm up, let the fuel flow a little bit, and see what we can get into today.
we can show everybody what you got done, and then we'll try to swap the battery.
I can't see nothing back here.
Yeah, but we can talk about it.
Actually, hold on. Have you played it?
Yeah, we're live.
All right. So I put the kit on. I think it's actually, I used to have one on, well, let me take it back. The guy I bought the roller from, I think he had one on it because I didn't have to drill any holes. Then the instructions, you're supposed to drill 9/16 holes in here, but bolted it in. I can only run one shock because my catch can is in the way on the other side. So got one shock on it, but I mean, works perfectly. Thanks, Bo. I appreciate it. But yeah, my stick that I use, my trunk prop, I can burn that thing now, luckily. But we're gonna go ahead and put the battery in this thing, a borrowed battery. It's gonna be sitting in here kind of funny because I don't want to undo my battery mount because it's kind of hard to.
It's like all bolted and stuff with
Yeah,
studs, long studs.
Yeah, I have to put a wrench on it and get it all the way off that threaded deal. So I don't want to do that, but we're gonna put a battery in it, back it out, and start it up. Hola.
This is how the battery's gonna be in it for the next race. Cause you told everybody what you did to your battery, right?
Yeah, I screwed it up. Just shipped it off yesterday.
Ooh, it's nippy outside. Robbie, it's cold outside.
Yeah. At least we're not broke down on the side of the road or anything at this point.
Night's still young. Oh my God. It's 18 degrees outside.
It's a little nippy. Is it 18? I think it's 18.
I don't know if it's 18, but they said it's supposed to get like
Oh, great.
16 degrees tonight. Will the other ones fit on there?
No. No, they won't.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Get that step bit over there.
That's what I would do. Take a step bit to it. You just need a clearance in a little.
But then this right here won't fit either, so I'm gonna hold it down. Yeah, I don't know. I have to think about this one.
Take this out.
For what?
Take the nut off of it. Stab it on top of it. And then put the nut back on it.
What are you talking about?
That'll work.
That ain't gonna work.
I bet you turn the power on right now.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want it fucking... I'm gonna push these square in his nose.
Power's on.
Yeah, when you start it up, what's that terminal gonna do?
Nothing. It won't.
Want to bet?
Try it.
Let's do it.
Go ahead.
Which one is it? Ignition.
You hold it on there while they start.
You have to wait for the screen to load?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, stop. Did it arc up
Yeah.
everything?
Alright, turn the battery off. You got something wrong up there.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Something's not right down here.
Would you stop fucking recording?
What? No. This is why we record.
All right, as long as you have to get up in there and take their eyes and look, because I don't look. I didn't see nothing fucking hitting.
You let the smoke out. Clearly. Something's not right with the starter down there.
Jog it up. I'll look. See if that's anything.
So
There's a smoke detector down here.
well, it ain't went off yet, so it
We're
must
good.
be bad.
Batteries are dead.
I'll take a gander and Robbie can take a gander.
I know what I'm looking at.
Neither do I. I put stock starters on.
It's got one fucking stud.
Exactly like
Is that it?
It's got a small stud for the signal and a big stud for the power. That's it. That's all I got.
They didn't even give any warning either. It just started smoking big time.
Yeah. Robbie, you go first. All right, y'all. Be back here in just a minute.
Cars for sale.
Junk.
Does not run. Has starter issues. Gonna need a battery. Maybe a starter. I don't know. Definitely some wires at this point.
The signal wire to the starter. That's easy.
It's cooked.
Oh, it's... Let me see if I can show everybody. Somehow... Let's see, let me get a light on. All the way to the starter. Relay.
Your power
Smoke.
wires is grounded out somewhere now. Like something rubbed through somewhere.
It'd be one hell of a coincidence.
That's what it acts like. That's like just grounding out a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Scratching my head.
At least it's an easy fix. Literally undo it. We can pull it off to the length, make another one identical lengthwise. But it only will take 2 seconds.
You got wire?
Yeah, I do it on.
That long?
Yeah.
Oh.
I keep rolls of it.
We want to make a new power wire too.
I don't have power wire.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
probably have some power wire. I have to check.
That's the only thing I don't have.
It's a short to ground. That's what it is. And that's what.
Maybe that ignition wire is not big enough.
I don't
It's
know.
kind of small.
What size is it, you know?
No, came on the car. I mean, stock starter works fine. All I did was literally bolt the starter up, put the power wire on, put the signal wire on, put the nuts on, and now we're having all these problems. That's it.
If I wouldn't have tried to get you to start it tonight, the way it would have done it the next time, you would have been mad.
I know.
Man.
And then my battery would have been messed up again.
Yeah.
Probably.
I would rather ruin my cheap battery. If that's a risk you could put
I'd
up.
rather ruin your cheap battery too.
Yeah. We can use that as a what's it called battery. If we have to like turn in a battery at O'Reilly's or whatever. Core. I don't care. This is our culprit.
Not good.
It's all copper.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wire. Yeah.
I know. You done let the smoke out of it.
Oh, you talking about this just bare copper now? I don't have.
Oh yeah, there ain't nothing. There's no rubber on it.
Outstanding.
This is the starter we're trying to use. No different. We wired it up no different than his stock style starter.
No, it was just bolted.
That's what I'm saying. You did nothing different. But yet, you let the smoke out.
Oh yeah, she's gone.
So.
This is Gail Lewis signing out.
So then, what's our plan for attack? What are we gonna do to try to figure this out?
I guess you just said we was waiting on what's his face to text you back.
Yeah.
I didn't know he's recording. I thought he was just asking.
What a joke.
You're a joke.
That's the power wire down there. I don't know if it's enough adequate size. Who knows? That's what it looked like off your power wire.
Oh,
Or
it was way worse than that.
I've seen cars on fire many times. My car, 3 times.
Right.
So it wasn't a big deal to me.
I mean, I've been there.
I've been there. I've seen flames out of the top of them this high. That'll pucker you.
I bet.
Anything else?
Not right now. I'm just waiting.
Just depressed.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't see anything in this wire. I mean, there's a little kink here.
But you what we were talking about with your what you did the other day, where it grounded to the body or powered, it arced against itself.
Right.
Do we think that's a possibility if that's what did it?
Well, last time, as soon as I turned the power on, it smoked it, obviously, because the power wire was against the case. All that was fine this time.
But it was your battery that it smoked, not the actual signal wire.
No, it smoked. It wasn't as bad, but it smoked just like it did this time. But it's because it was arcing against the case of the starter. Now, this time, I mean, even both terminals on the ends look good. So the wire smoked 100%, but it wasn't grounding out on the starter nowhere. And all I did was bolt the starter on. I did have that issue where it was touching, and I moved it away where it wasn't now, and then it smoked the opposite wire. But when we turned the power on, it was fine. It didn't smoke it until you hit the ignition or the starter button, and as soon as you hit the starter button, it smoked it.
Yeah.
So everything was fine. Connections were fine. It received power. We was fine.
Nothing else has changed either.
Nothing has changed.
Something's.
So the only thing I can think of, I mean, that does have a big solenoid on it now. So maybe it does need a bigger wire here. But, I mean, this is not factory.
I wonder what size
the
it
whole
was.
car has no factory wiring. But I wouldn't think a factory wire would be that much bigger than this. And
You think it's like a 18 or 22? It's not 22. 22 is what Holly wires are, aren't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was always
It's
told to use
bigger than
18s for signal wires. So it's probably an 18 gauge.
Probably 18, but with that big solenoid, maybe it's got more of a draw. I don't know. I really don't. The only thing we can do is put a bigger wire on it. I mean, if we wasn't... The only thing I could think of is put a bigger wire on it and then try it again. But I don't really want to.
Yeah.
At this point, I kind of got PTSD with this thing.
Might be seeing another stock style starter put back on it.
Maybe. That's wasting $200. But, yeah, I don't know. Alright, guys. New day. Feeling a little bit better. What we ended up doing is I ordered another AC Delco stock style starter off of Rock Auto. I'm done messing with that Power Master crap. Probably in the instructions somewhere or something is telling me what I'm doing wrong, but I don't really care enough to even keep trying to use that thing. So I've got new signal wire coming, a new power wire coming, new lugs. I bought one of the big 0 gauge lug crimping tools. We're just gonna pretty much redo all that. So new wires, new starter coming. The battery is sent off. Hopefully it'll be back soon. But yeah, so that's all with that car. So I'm on the way to my buddy Donnie's house now. I work with him, been working with him for about the past 10 years. His dad's always been into racing for a good while. He used to actually be a really big bracket racer back in the day before heads up racing was really a huge thing at all. But his dad has a big tire, older Camaro. They call it a stripper. Has a pretty cool, wild looking paint job on it. He was going up head to head with Don Clemens back in the day when he was sponsored by God knows who. I think he was sponsored by WTQR, I think, and he would take all the old blown up parts off of all the other racers that had all the money, and he would take them and reuse them for his car, and he ended up running head to head with them and beating them a lot of times. But we're on the way over there. That was his dad. We're on the way over there to Donnie's, and he's going to be working on his S10. Still a good bit away from being a complete truck, but he needs some help. We're gonna flip the bed over and cut some of it out. Probably just look over the truck and talk to him a little bit. Again, not a whole lot going on. My car's down. Zach's car is at Brian Pickett's right now. He's looking at the transmission, and yeah, pretty much just it's winter time and there's not a whole lot going on. There is a race next weekend. I don't think I'll be able to make it. The plan was to go. It's a front side Darlington race. We might go and spectate, but I don't think I'll have the car there racing because we'll still be waiting on the battery and a couple other odds and ends. But we're on the way over here, and we're gonna check this truck out and I'll see you when we get there. All right, guys, we over here at Donnie's house, AKA Dante. He's busy. Anyway, so what year is this? 89. It's 1989 S10, same age as me. We've got a gutted out S10. He's done painted the floor. He's got a 417 Motorsports front end kit that is not on here with the steering rack and everything, but that's all the factory stuff. He's got to put that on. He's cutting the bed out now. I came over to help him flip the bed over. Got a cage here he's got to throw in. Him and his dad's doing that themselves. Here's a pair of doors. He's done halfway lighting that stuff up. He bought the truck from another one of my buddies, Dustin Huffman, which he's a slack. He always buys stuff and then sells it for about a quarter of the price he has in it. But yeah, so the truck has a Quick Time Performance 9-inch, already on cow tracks, Motion Raceworks steering column, all that stuff. Well, but not the rear end, but the cow tracks and the steering column came with it. How much you buy this truck for again, Donnie? So you got it for $1,500. That lightweight steering column in there, that's $700 by itself, and I think the cow tracks is what, like $650 or $700? So it's like $1,000. So yeah, he paid for the steering column and the cow tracks and got a whole truck for free. So shout out to Dustin Huffman. Here's a 417 front end kit. He's got Nicky Bobby long travels to go on it. So yeah, right now he's just it's all disassembly, cut it apart, make it light, and then start putting stuff in it and put the weight where we need it. But he's gonna get to cutting, so we'll see y'all in a minute. All right, guys, so I just got the bed floor cut out, as you see there. We're gonna flip it over and lay the bed on the truck and see how everything lines up and see what it looks like with a hole in the floor. But we left a little bit back here. He's gonna mount his fuel cell and battery and you know, some other knickknacks back there, maybe a radiator underneath the bedside, but I'm gonna throw it on there and see how it looks. All right, guys, so we got the bed on the truck. I didn't take any video, but I'll post a picture up so y'all can see it. But yeah, we got the bed on the truck. The truck sits a little high, so we was talking about that. Have to figure out what we're missing on that. I'm new to the S10 game. I've never really done a lot with them, but I guess he's gonna call cow tracks. I'm gonna hit up a couple people I know with S10s to see what they do for ride height, cause that thing's up in the air. But yeah, I guess this is gonna conclude this video. If you don't mind, please tell a friend about it, because when you get these subscribers up, hopefully we can hit a race here real soon. And thanks for watching. I'll see you later.